Welcome to Coffee Conversations. Today we are in, well, we're in a town. We're in a Maasai village outside of Kasserine. Here with Rebecca. We've been traveling for, well, 3 months separately, but together about a month and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is kind of one of those things where we were talking about earlier, you know, sitting here having coffee in our environment that we're at. A lot of people always ask, like, how we're able to afford traveling, or how
Definitely.
with a career, how you're able to balance career life and travels, and you go on these amazing adventures. So a lot of the times it looks like this, does it not?
People ask me that all the time, and people say, you're so lucky that you're able to travel. And if we're being realistic, the place where we're staying right now, we're paying $4 a day, and there's no electricity, there's no window in our room, there's no running water, and that's honestly,
it's what we expect.
That's real life for most people.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's not like I'm paying hundreds of dollars to stay in hotels. So this also gives you a more authentic experience, I think.
I think so too. The authenticity of staying with the family, seeing how they cook, cooking with the open flame campfire. I mean, it's cool. Obviously, I did that when I was little.
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird for me to be like, oh, it's cool that your life is like this. But at the same time, it's really nice to be able to experience how they live and how that's. I mean, you kind of take for granted just even the light.
I agree.
A big window. I love windows.
Me too. Me
windows.
too. And really, we were just staying in a village, again, that had no running water.
Oh.
And so we didn't shower, really. I mean, we brushed our teeth a couple times with bottled water.
We were admitting that.
But I didn't shower for days,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah, it's true.
But again, that's real life for a lot of people. So I think it's great to travel and be exposed to that, and just see all the adventures that the world has to offer.
And what's one of your biggest adventures that you've been on that you would say?
Oh my gosh.
What's like one that you would say sticks out in your mind if someone says to you, what was your biggest adventure?
I've had so many adventures, so it's really hard just to pinpoint one.
Exactly.
I've spent a lot of time, though, as you know, in Indonesia. And I think being out in Komodo is one of my favorite places worldwide, hands down. Because you can only find Komodo dragons on 2 islands worldwide, and that's Komodo and Rinca. And getting out there, even getting to Flores, Indonesia, is kind of an adventure, right?
Which is cool.
So then getting onto the right boat and getting out to those islands and seeing these beautiful pink sand beaches, it's just incredible and quite the adventure just to get there.
And you actually speak Indonesian.
Somewhat.
She does. Yeah. For a year of work and living in Indonesia is pretty incredible. So is there any, if someone was going to Indonesia for the first time, you would probably recommend Komodo?
Definitely.
And
Flores,
where
Komodo.
else?
There's so many islands, there's so many places.
Yeah.
It's hard to pinpoint one. Most people automatically go to Bali. It's personally not my favorite.
Yeah.
Just because there are 18,000 islands and there's so many great ones to explore. So I would definitely say Flores is number one, getting out to Komodo. But even on Jawa, there's lots of great places. Yogyakarta is a beautiful city, and it's very crafty.
Yeah. And you were just, speaking of crafts, you were just in Iringa, working at a Deaf Craft Center. Well, working and volunteering mostly at the Deaf Craft Center. Can you tell me a little bit about NEMA, the craft center itself?
Yeah, so I was staying at a place called NEMA Crafts, and it employs all quote-unquote disabled people.
Okay.
Lots of deaf workers. So it started out maybe 10 years ago, and they hired a couple different deaf people, and they work as servers. They opened a restaurant, they have a beautiful guest house, and they have a workshop where everybody sews and make crafts and just clothes and everything. So it's really nice to see people being empowered through their handicrafts and creating that self-sustaining lifestyle. And it's Habari, Mambo.
Mambo.
Yeah, so a great place. If you're ever in Iringa, check out NEMA Crafts.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
And with that, you know, also, it's so great. I love being able to do coffee conversations anywhere in the world. And this might be one of my favorites that I've had so far. I've had a lot in different areas, but this is pretty freaking cool.
We're a good team.
Yeah, I think so too. So with that, we're going to keep on having our coffee conversations and enjoying our time here outside of Kasserine. Cheers.
Cheers.